did an interview over at that school.
You were no, that was didn't you do iHeart or Power or Good Day Columbus?
I did Good Day Columbus.
Okay.
I did Good Day Columbus.
I thought I saw you on the radio.
I did. It's an older man. He got a radio show over at the school.
Oh,
I can't think. He wear glasses.
Was it? Yeah, that was oh man, I know who you're talking about. Bald head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Me and my husband did that because my husband was promoting his Black Party that he do every year in his neighborhood, in the Linden neighborhood. So he did that. That man, we did it.
So it's actually recorded now. We're not on just yet.
How long have you been doing this?
About 3 years. I was over at the school too for a while. Okay. I went there, so I was over there for a while. Yeah. Check. Oh yeah. It's a little echo, but we good. Oh no. Get back on there.
Check. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's right. 1 2 1 2. It's Breaking Ground Radio. You already know what time it is. Breaking Ground.
Bad bitch Tatiana, and I'm still winning Papiana. Percocets Papiana, killing everybody beat, thinking that's Ariana. Tatiana, if you trying to get from Tatiana, I put my heart Tatiana, and shut down East Tatiana, no terminate Tatiana. Tatiana, he's screaming my government. Oh, nigga tired, you look nigga now. Tatiana, to keep it 100.
White bitch sitting in the front seat. Sipping on drink, I'm on the bitch, name. I don't know the bitch, but I know her stripping name. I don't know the bitch, but I know her stripping name. I don't know the bitch, but I know her stripping name. Alexis, okay, Miami, but I left her in Texas. And she acting reckless, huh? And she almost fainted because of diamonds on my necklace. And I went to court with a stripper, strip out two oxys on my lyric. She put my bust down, look like a blizzard. Bitch, I'm in the car here, so my dick in the chair. Bitch, say something about me. Big white bitch sitting in the front seat. 88 Rari, sipping on drinks while I'm on the jet ski. Bitch, but I know what's tripping back. I don't know the bitch, but I know what's tripping back. I don't know the bitch, but I know what's tripping back. I don't know the bitch, but I know what's tripping back. Bitch, but I know what's tripping back. I don't like it on that pussy, I want to play. Like that, but you feeling on your back. We going 60 seconds how I leave when I'm got a bitch like this shit down the box. Now I'm doing she said take me on the trip, niggas dig it, Jack. White bitch sitting in the front seat. Sipping on a drink while I'm on the jet ski. Girls wanna have fun. Girls wanna have fun. It's your birthday, and a nigga can't sound from the cream with the crowd. Yeah, I did it, and they give me undone. So relax, she wanna love something. Mama, she makes it with the girl. West side niggas,
And I need my respect, this is how it comes better. I've been going with the money, bitches want it all, picking out from me, baby, hello. You can bring it like jello, I let them yellow, they black and yellow. Stick out your tongue, girls wanna have fun. Stick out your tongue, and a nigga have fun. Stick out your tongue, girls wanna have fun. Push your birthday, and a nigga get fun. Stick out your tongue, girls wanna have fun. Stick out your tongue, and a nigga have fun. Stick out your tongue, girls wanna have fun.
You so get out my face before I touch you. Don't you know? Can't you understand? If you get out, your skin. I'll take your man. Tell you about this hater from around my hood, kept trying to like my feet ain't good. See this thing like me and I don't know why, but I'm gonna give her a reason when I take her. Yeah, you got me on believe me, cause I'm that thing on you. Look it easy, touch me, taste me, breathe, do that. He'll never leave me, dude. And the rest of your cause I take your now key. If you wanna fight, I'm with that too. Jump from the hood like a step in your shoe. So they keep up, I took a minute. We'll be too so you lost the list. So the next time you decide to start some shit, oh, boy, now jealous, I'll take your man. I'll take
Follow Breaking Ground Radio. Real quick. So if you know anything, what up now? They got this new track. It's called Cut to the Chase.
Hey, this new microphone. And the only spot I listen to is TMH with DJ Lance.
Here we go. So who's next track of the week? My dog, Connor's Body Bag out of Cleveland. Chase Banks, what up? I see you. Yeah. We in this. Let's go! Track is called Cut to the Chase.
They just keep testing me.
You heard it first on Breaking Ground Radio. This is exclusive. Ain't nobody got this right now. Only us.
Let's cut straight to the chase, boy, I wasn't offended. Yeah, you broke the fucking code, so I had to amend it. Your message be out of line, like we ever pretended. We ain't friends, pussy boy. Your shit is a gimmick. Talking shit on the gram, you like running your mouth. Telling lies and fake something, cause you pull for clout. I headlined at the Newport, you performed in your house. I'm grinding with gold teeth, get it line in my mouth. Now that real shit seems, I know you probably hate it, but nobody really likes you. You simply just tolerate it. Man, it's funny how you rap, but I'm getting slides. You ain't running on the beat, yeah, I say that's my A real lyricist with a snap, ain't no making the cut. My feedback is about the future, yours is hanging it up. And I ain't heard anybody ever banging your stuff, cause they don't like your whack ass rhymes, ain't no faking enough. Now I'm gonna give you a minute, man. Really think about what you're doing with your fucking career. That's even what it is. See, I'm known to have bodies on my own shit. Shit was my fucking name. And they don't need to try to reach out to me and squash this shit neither. You started this shit, but I'ma finish. It's the only time I'ma speak on you two pussy. After this, you ain't no thought. You think motherfuckers would have learned by now, man? Just what the fuck I go. Fuck it, I ain't done, I'ma keep up the distance. Only place you safe is at home, but you kidding the missus. You think you're better than me, shit. Now that's the third partner. I came with the scope on the desert, and that's for bird watching. You just say a lot of nothing to hope the crowd react and get loud on your verse to make it action packed. You can try me if you want, yeah, I'm packed for that. But Pete say this ain't Drake, I'm coming back to back. Give it up while you ahead, man. Just cause you came from pussy don't mean that's how you gotta be made, man. Like I said, after this, I'm done with this. You just shit, I had to get off my shoe. Make you round. Y'all just keep piling up. This can end real easily. Shut the fuck up. Talking about the trash. You the only trash I see. Serving on hot pits like a bitch on my track. Hey, yo, Chase, help me move this body so we can move the fuck on. Make you round. Make you round.
Finished up my new album, single about to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Girl, I got you. I don't need nobody else, 'cause I got you. It's amazing how I'm feeling now with you. Together, girl, we winning, nothing to lose. As long as you got me, girl, I got you. I don't need nobody else, cause I got you. It's amazing how it feels when I'm with you, girl. Together we can win and never lose. Let's be lovers and friends, girl, I got you.
Put me on a high, forever I'm a ride. Turn up late in the night, wake up and you my light. I'm better cause of you, had to switch up my life. I'ma never fold, I'm forever yours, and I say it all the time. Live like a queen out of friends, I know they want you, don't give them a chance. No, you the right way, it's all in my plan. No, I ain't rich, no, I do what I can. I put it down, girl, thank me in advance. Kiss and makeup after I get you mad. You cuss me out over something I said, I know that you can't stay mad.
Girl, I got you, I don't need nobody else, cause I got you. It's amazing how it feels when I'm with you. Together, girl, we win it, never lose. As long as you got me, girl, I got you. I don't need nobody else, cause I got you. It's amazing how it feels when I'm with you, girl. Together we can win and never lose. Let's be lovers and friends, girl.
I didn't think that it was real cause I met you on the internet. I like to chill and do music, you into that. Told you I'm from the hood and you live in that. Told me that you got dreams when you graduate. We talk about deep on the day to day. Ain't got the bread to take you out, but I make a way. Living in the moment, forget yesterday. And what we dreamed is only a check away. A lot of time in my thoughts when I dedicate Friday. We celebrate surprise with a dinner date. Say you got a lot of dead love in your memory, but I wanna know what's on your mind when you think of me. I got a lot of ideas. Get a crib there, shop around and yeah. I'm moving fast, but waking up to your face, I can do every day. Still excited when I see it.
Girl, I got you. I don't need nobody else, cause I got you. It's amazing how it feels when I'm with you. Together, girl, we win it, never lose. As long as you got me, girl, I got you. I don't need nobody else, cause I got you. It's amazing how it feels when I'm with you, girl. Together we can win and never lose. Let's be lovers and friends, girl, I got you. Girl, I got you. Ooh. Girl, I got you. Girl, I got you. Girl, I got you. I don't need nobody else, cause I got you.
Shout out to homie Ballard. I got you. Track. Columbus popping right here.
Let's be lovers and friends, girl, I got you.
So we here, baby. It is Thursday. Time now is 22 after the hour, 6 o'clock. We have the very, very talented. See, I don't want to mess it up because you done already told me. And Tiffany's, or she was live, but if she heard this, she'd be killing me right now because she knows how bad I am with names. But yes, so we are happy to have you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for hanging with me and Breaking Ground Radio, taking time out of your schedule, ma'am, to stop by.
No problem.
Fitting us in your schedule. Of course. Tell everybody what it is that you do and just a little bit of background.
I am a cut and sew fashion designer, meaning I actually cut, like I cut my clothes and everything and I sew them. I'm self-taught. I learned how to sew from YouTube.
From YouTube?
YouTube, yeah.
Jeez.
So I started watching YouTube videos. I started making bow ties for my son when he was 4 months old because I was just trying to find something to add to his, like give him a little bit more flavor for his clothes because it was always difficult to find stuff for boys. Like you can find everything for girls, but for boys, you got to like really know how to style these little boys and put stuff together.
Got you.
So I would add bow ties to his outfits just to give him some extra style.
For sure.
And then my friends pushed me into making African print skirt. I didn't know how to make no skirt, but they said you need to figure it out. This was in 2015. I had just had my son. He was 4 months.
Right.
So my sister had a sewing machine. She never used it. She told me I could have it. I started sewing my bow ties on the sewing machine. Then my friends kept saying that you need to figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
I went on YouTube. I figured it out. I safety pinned a whole skirt, like a whole piece of fabric all the way around. I put it up around me and I was like, oh my God, I made a skirt. Like, I literally just made a skirt. That's so crazy. Then I gave it to my friend. I surprised myself. I didn't even know I knew how to do that. So then I went back on YouTube because I needed to figure out how to make it stay up on her waist. So I added elastic to the skirt. My friend did. She put the skirt on, took pictures, and like it was a wrap from there.
It was all in from there.
Yeah.
So when did it click for you? When did you say to yourself? Because it's different when everybody else you should do it, but if you don't feel it, you're really not gonna do it. But when did it click for you? Like, you know what, I can do this.
So I was styling before, like I was fashion styling before. Okay. So I did a lot of shows. I did a whole lot of shows. Kentucky, Dayton, Cincinnati, Columbus. So I was doing a whole lot of fashion shows, and I was just like, this is cool, but my stuff is not selling. I don't really want to be like, and then it was a thing, like, I didn't really know how to reach out to designers to ask them like, hey, can I use this? So I would be spending a lot of my money, like in the thrift stores, using a lot of my clothes or some of my friends' clothes to style my models and stuff. So, people used to, even when I would be at the fashion show and they would be like, Designer Sheree Alexis, and I'd be like, I didn't design none of this. Stop calling me. They're like, why are y'all calling me this? It would literally be at a fashion show. And I would be a stylist and they would be calling me a designer. This was like in 2012, 2013.
Right.
So I didn't know what I would be doing, but everybody else knew. But I think it clicked for me once I made that first skirt. I was like, oh, I can do this. Right. So is this what I'm going to be doing? And for me, like when I'm sitting at my sewing machine, it's like peace. Yeah. Like until I'm messing up and I get on my nerves. But other than that, like it's literally like peace when I'm at my sewing machine. So I think when I made my first skirt, that's when I was like, oh, okay, maybe. I was calling myself a seamstress before. Okay. So my name was a sophisticated seamstress. So one day I met one of my clients and she was like, you're a designer. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're right.
You know what? Right. I am going to take hold of this.
This is last year, like the end of the summer. I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. So let's go ahead. Yeah. So I actually took on the designer name last year. Okay. But I took on the seamstress name in 2015. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. So now that all that has come to pass and you've been doing this for a while and everything, what has surprised you about the support you received? Because like I said, I don't know who they were, but when your name came up, I know the crowd and it didn't get louder other than that time. So I mean, how does that feel just to know how you started and to have all the support you have now?
Like it's totally amazing. Like I have my friends, we are in a group chat. It's 4 or 5 of us in a group chat total. Okay. And they push me every single day. Like they on my back about everything. So like I've always had the support. I mean, some people, some people they lightweight support you, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like I know those people. I'd be like, yeah, thank you.
As long as you ain't making too many moves.
Just don't do too much.
Just don't do too much, right?
But the support that I had at the show, it was like amazing. Like I just kept posting about the show and saying, hey, you guys want to buy tickets? And like a lot of people bought tickets for me, but other people didn't buy tickets for me and they was there. I was like, wow. Like, so you was paying attention. Wow. I'm like, you just never know who's watching. So I definitely try to like, I mean, I'm mostly a good girl anyway, you know what I'm saying? But I try to just keep for real, just straight across the board, you know?
We live.
Straight across the board, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like my Instagram and my Facebook presence, I definitely make sure, that's all positive and things like that. Yeah. So, and I mean, it's natural because that's just, I always try to stay positive. Yeah. So I'm like, just to see people watching and paying attention, like that's definitely a blessing because some people out here got businesses and don't have no support. None. And their closest friends not even supporting them. Right. So, I mean, it's just amazing and such a blessing that I do have people paying attention to me. Even when I don't think people paying attention, they are. Right. So, like, the people that was there, like, I totally appreciate them. Yeah. Like, I was supposed to do a video and thank, like, everybody that came, but I was like, after I did that, then we did Good Day Columbus, and then we did the fashion show.
Just had a lot going on.
It's just, it was just so much. So I'm gonna have to sit down and like literally. And I got a lot of people who didn't come to the fashion show, but they said, "Here, I wanted you here. Go buy some fabric. Go buy some needles. Go buy some."
And not to cut you off, but I think that people forget about that. There's more than one way to support.
Yeah,
you don't always have to go to a show or buy a ticket or anything like that. I mean, hell, you can share all this stuff on social media. You can.
I got a lot of people
check out
do
my
that.
friend or check out this person. It doesn't have to always be about money.
Right.
And I think people have that confused. Like if you ain't spending no money, you're not supporting, but that's not true. And you said something earlier that I wanted to touch on before I forgot about, how important it is to keep your social media a certain way. Because you're right, you never know who's watching. And especially with social media, you really never know who's watching. I mean, it could be your friend from across the street, and then it could be J-Lo or whoever.
Yeah.
Looking for some new designer just starting out to support. And she might be looking through your videos or pages and see one thing, and be like, I can't represent this.
Yeah,
and you're done.
Yeah,
and you never know.
That's so true.
So I think that is vital. And in this culture, especially in media culture, it's hard to do that. Because I know on my end it's a little harder because you're always talking to people, you're always in different environments, and you want to capture the moment. And you're not always thinking, and what happens when I post this, blah, blah, blah. And then you go to bed, you wake up in the morning, and you're looking. And
that Instagram went crazy.
Right. It went crazy. Yeah. So, golly, what is going on? Yeah. So, we're gonna take a quick little break. And then when we come back, I want to ask, what's in store for the future? What you have coming up? All that good stuff. But yeah, so we'll be right back, man, with the homegirl, the homie friend up in here. Alexis.
Just say Alexis, you're good.
I can say it like that?
Yeah.
Because I'm struggling if I try to say that.
Sheree Alexis.
Breaking ground.
That's how I get. We'll be right back. Oh, man.
Get drunk with me, bring the roof and tear this thing up with me. Get wild, get loose, throw them blows with me. Do my brothers hit me, do my sisters feel me. Get buck with me, get drunk with me, bring the roof and tear this thing up with me. Get wild, get loose, throw them blows with me. Do my brothers hit me, do my sisters feel me. Me and my clique, we deep up in this hill, that's how it is. Every time we step foot up in this hill, head to the bar, buy something to drink up in this hill. Some bottles of Don Peter VIP up in this hill. Look at Shawty over there, trucking in this hill. Shaking popping in this hill. There go the DJ in the crowd, hype up in this hill. On the wheels in the mix, straight live up in this hill. We straight caught, homie, doing our thing, messing with these girls, getting drunk, homie. Taking the pictures, striking the pose, that's how it goes, homie. Plus we all lit up on that level, on that liquor, homie. Tipsy as what? Hoping they don't get rolled up in this hill. Mess around, get hit, cross your head up in this hill. If you ain't scared, then throw your sense up, homie. Let's start a ride. We can tear this thing up. Get drunk with me, get drunk with me. Bring the roof and tear this thing up with me. Get wild, get loose, throw them blows with me. Do my brothers hit me, do my sisters feel me. Get drunk with me, get drunk with me. Bring the roof and tear this thing up with me. Get wild, get loose, throw them blows with me. Do my brothers hit me, do my sisters feel me.
We hit the door like a storm and reform. What it do? All the trap guys keep it when they see us coming through. You see us modding through this shit. Straight flexing with this shit. Got these pros getting low. PP popping for the clip. Got them bottles on PP with them stunners on. CP in the yak from the hill. What's a club? What we OG, we gon' tear this thing up. If you with it, let's get loose. What's it juicy sauce up? If you with it, what it do? We on them tables going ham. Got these guys saying damn. Going fire and live in this club. You understand? We going back to 98. Jack, we bucking at the gate. And we ain't getting searched at the door, so don't play. We send a buck up in it. Tear the roof up off it. If you with it, throw it up. Represent who you with. Ain't no playing when we lie. Elbow swinging, start a rap. Mac Ramsey in this club. Come and buck with your guys.
Get drunk with me, get drunk with me. Bring the roof and tear this thing up with me. Get wild, get loose, throw
them bros with me. Do my brothers hit me? Do my sisters feel me? Get buck with me. Get crunk with me. Raise the roof and tear this thing up with me. Get wild, get loose. Throw them bros with me. Do my brothers hit me? Do my sisters feel me? Hey. Breaking ground.
We back at it. Breaking Ground Radio, man. Time now is 6:34 p.m. Real quick before we get back into our interview, just again, make sure y'all checking out the DJ Cafe going down tomorrow at the Vanderelli Room at 8:15. The doors open. We got 5 DJs, 5 different genres under one roof. We got food, we got drink, we got vendors. Man, it's gonna be crazy. We giving out money. You know what I mean? We shout out to the Ohio Fleet DJs, the DJ crew I'm a part of. We're sponsoring an artist to be part of the Ohio Fleet Artist Spotlight that goes down every month. So the package is huge. It's a month's worth of work. I don't want to throw the price tag out there, but if you come to the event, you'll be able to see. I just got the big fat blank. Man, have you ever seen like the big blank lottery checks? Them things is really big. I just ordered on Amazon Prime. I got it today. I stopped by the house before I hit the studio, and I opened up first of all, the box was like half my door. I'm like, man, this thing is big. No, it was just straight, and it came out. The box was long, just as long as the thing. And I took it out. It was wrapped up in some wrap, so that was good. But it was nice and thick. Like I can't wait. I won't do it, but somebody's gonna write real nice on it with a dry erase, and we can use it again. Yeah, $19. $19. Yeah, definitely do. I ain't talking to myself. Don't worry. I got Alexis in the building too. Shout out Mo. I'm sorry. I want to make sure I say that right. Mo Bringo. Mo Brigio. I'm gonna stop. That's as far as I go get. But I feel you, man. Thank you. So we right here, man. We back. So talk about what you're looking for in the, because, and I've said this a lot this year, and I think it's true because Lord knows He's been blessing me thus far. But I really think this year is the year for breakthroughs for a lot of the creatives in this city specifically. So with that being said, just talk about what you're looking forward to as this year progresses.
I'm looking forward to lines, different pieces, pushing myself to do different pieces. I want to do interviews, I want to do TV shows. Ultimately, I want to be on this year.
Yeah.
I want to sound like some commercials or some movies. So that's what I want.
That's lit.
Because a lot of these commercials, I mean,
everybody need clothes.
Like, they can just sell my clothes and do what they do.
Why not use mine? You know what I mean?
But yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay.
I'm not looking forward to like store this year because I'm just gonna say I work out.
Understood.
So I'm gonna stay there. But
okay.
Increased clientele, returning customers. I just want a consistent clientele.
Understood.
So I'm looking forward to. And I'm starting my Etsy store. I'm started this week.
What is that?
Etsy.
Okay.
It's just another stream of a way of hitting my.
Okay.
It's a website where they sell
What's the website?
Handmade.
Okay. And they can purchase online.
Online. It's already made. All they gotta do. I don't think I'm gonna do custom.
Okay.
Because I have so much fabric at home. I just need to make a whole lot of garments and just sell. And I'm
Understood.
Gonna do more vendor.
Yes.
And more fashion shows because when I do fashion, it pushes me to get creative.
Yeah.
And do different. That last show, I was looking at some of the people like, you made that.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Fashion shows really push me. And the last thing, I'm doing my own fashion show this year. I'm putting it out.
Okay.
My own fashion. I've never done a fashion show. I've never done a launch party because when I started, I wasn't expecting it.
Right.
So it literally went into things. So I'm gonna do my own show, a kids show, and
nice. Well, we waiting for it. We'll be waiting for the promo, and we got put it out there. We got your back over here. We'll make sure we help with the promo with that. Go throw the flyer out there. Everybody go check that out. So so you've been from Chicago. You lived here how long? I've been here. Okay, so you've been here a little minute. That's right. Yes, right. Okay. You figured it out. Yeah. I get. I'm straight. Right. Right. No, that's real. Talk a little bit. The reason why I asked is because there's a lot of different opinions as it pertains to how the culture is handled here in this city specifically. A lot of folks say, some people say that there is no support. Some people say that there is support, but it's just in your local circle or the people that you're close to. Other people say there's support around the city in general. Some people say you can't, it's hard to work with other folks because everybody's, you never know what somebody's really thinking. So, as you progress, and I don't know if that's kind of the same things you run into in fashion, but what have you seen in this city culture-wise that you really appreciate, and maybe something you'd be like, man, I wish we would get that together. That's not right.
Well, going to the fashion show, for me, I feel like I've been getting a lot of support, and I think it's just like off the person that I am. Because I just try not to look at like the negative, and I know it's negative out there, but I just try to stay focused on the positive, so I just give them positive back.
Absolutely.
But for me, I think that I have a lot of support, especially with people going through my journey. Now, when I was styling, no, I don't think I had that much support, but I think for me designing and people see my progress, I think people see like, oh wow, like she's getting better, like she's so I think that's why I have a lot of support because people like to go in.
Yeah.
So I think for me that's why I get a lot of support, and like when I'm on Facebook I share like funny stuff. It's just not all by my stuff.
Right.
Like it's my personality.
Right.
And I let them in. So I think for me, I think I get decent amount of support, which I really appreciate.
Yeah.
But I do hear a lot of people that say it's like support.
Right.
You have a fashion show, you do this, people don't come out.
Right.
Support. But I don't know. Like I can't really speak on that. But
yeah.
I know for me, I feel like
you haven't had that problem. It's been on the up and up. Yeah. Right. Well, I think I think you're right, and I think how we talked about earlier, just about the multiple ways you can support. Folks think if you're not showing up, if you're not showing face, and you know what? To be honest, I can kind of understand both sides because I know I've been at home where I didn't have a gig or anything. It happened to be those weekends where it was really slow. But in my back of my mind, I'm looking at all these different flyers and stuff that, man, I need to be I should at least go and stop by or whatever for a minute and so support. And just sometimes I just don't feel like getting up and going. So, and you can't do everything. So I'll just share it, or I'll throw them a DM or something. Hey man, good show. Or hey man, have a good time or whatever. You know what I mean? Just to let them know that, hey, I was thinking about you. I was thinking about your show. But, if I just came off a 2 weekends, 3 weekends where it was nonstop and I got a weekend to chill, I'm probably going to chill. You know what I mean? And I think that folks look at the people that's walking through the door in their events and their shows, and they see that it's not a streamline of people, and they automatically start to get disappointed. Well, it's a process. You have a couple shows. I know a couple shows now that every show is packed, but it wasn't always like that. But they decided to keep going. You're right. Right.
People don't see when you going out, you put on these shows and you losing money and you
yes.
still keep going and
yes.
keep going.
Yes.
And then when you get where you're going, people really hate on you like, oh, your show's packed. You weren't there when I was struggling.
Right.
Like for me, like some people didn't see when I was doing all these fashion shows for free. And I'm going to these shows, I'm paying for all of this stuff, and I'm still not getting no support from people. This is when I was styling. Like, I'm not getting that much support. I got one friend going with me to the shows, So people don't want seeing that type of stuff. So, like, now it's like, oh, you're really doing good. But I was in the trenches, though. Yeah. Like, I ain't just getting this overnight.
You hit it on the head when you said I've done stuff and lost.
Yes.
And people forget about, I feel like people forget about that part.
Yeah.
And they trying so hard. I ain't gonna do nothing for free. Man, what? Who are you to say that you're not gonna do nothing for free and you just starting out? Yep. It's part of the journey. I will be before tomorrow's event, but I'm close, in the red as we get closer to this cafe. And I hope that I get into the green. But if I'm not, I won't be disappointed, because I already know that you have to take the time to invest in something. We all say, well, I know I'm big on saying, oh, that's my baby, that's my baby. So the cafe is now my baby. You doing the fashion shows and stuff like that, designing and all that stuff. That's somebody else say you talking to yourself?
They was like, who's that speaking?
That's your, what's up, everybody? DJ Swamp Thing, Breaking Ground Radio. We're here every Thursday, 6 to 8, shameless plug.
If you go on YouTube, they can see it live. They can see both of us.
Yes, go on YouTube. Just log into YouTube and type Breaking Ground Radio. It'll be the first thing that comes up. It's gonna say live, and you'll be able to see the whole thing. So, but yeah, and I still have to do it. The bartender.
Look at us filming each other. We filming each other.
Right.
They want to know who's talking.
Who's live? I'm live. If you live, we both live. But like I said, and if I do wind up in the green, if enough people come and support, because I'm not just looking for people to come and support me, because really, honestly, people don't support the event, they support the people.
Yeah.
So I've been blessed enough to have a lot of great relationships with a lot of people in this city, and I cherish that. I don't take that for granted, because it's those people that's going to push you forward.
Yeah.
If you don't have that support, you ain't gonna get that far. Yeah. Because you can't do anything. My business card says anything done successful is not done alone, and that's true. Everyone needs other people to help succeed.
That's true.
So with that being said, with the 5 DJs that are going to be DJing, with the bartender, with the food, with the venue person themselves, with my co-host, all those are going to help make the cafe successful, not just me. So as you go through your journey, and I'm sure that's kind of how you feel too, it's like, I'm where I am because of all these people that said I can do it.
Yeah. Like most of the time when people are always like, oh, you're doing such a good job, I'll be like, thank you.
Right.
Thank you, because you're pushing me and you letting me know that I'm doing good.
Right.
So like when people be like, like they be like praising me and stuff like that, like I can't really take all the credit, because this ain't nobody but God, because I never thought that I'll be sitting behind a sewing machine sewing clothes, putting clothes on somebody's body. Like, so anytime like when I do get a compliment, it's hard for me to take the compliment myself, because I'm just like I'm thanking y'all, I'm thanking God, and I'm thanking myself to just keep on pushing, because I'm just the person God doing all of this. I'm just standing right here. I'm just a vessel. Like I'm just sewing, but this ain't me. This is totally not me. Because I'm like, I wouldn't even think that I would be doing this. Like never thought in my mind. I've always been into fashion, but never thought that this is what I would actually be doing. Yeah. So like, I'm very appreciative of the people. It's like this one lady, her name's Christina. She's always commenting on my posts, and she's just always telling me, like, she just ever look back when I didn't even think I was good. Okay. And I was putting stuff out.
Right.
She was just like, you got to keep going. God is going to bless you. God is like, I used to be like, thank you. Thank you. Like, I'm believing everything that she's saying. I'm just pushing myself. Like, and I get frustrated with myself. Like, I can't wait till I just get great. I got to ask nobody nothing, but you always going to need to ask somebody something, because somebody been there before you.
Yes.
But
yes. And that's kind of one thing I want to talk about as our last segment before you get out of here. We'll go on break real quick, and that is, who influenced you, like who's in your corner that has been around a little longer, that that you could call, because I know I have not plenty, but I have a few people that I know, if I'm either struggling or I have questions about DJing and stuff like that, those with experience I know I can call. I always call them my big brothers, but they're really mentors.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that when we come back. We got Alexis still in the building. DJ Toledo, what up, man? I see you. We're gonna get into some Seiko Page. Seiko, what up, girls? You're about that time. You got to get into the station again. The song is called Intro. This is a quick one, so we'll be right back.
Wish a nigga would while I'm rolling up a wood in my old T shorty. She cool as fuck when she naughty. We the life of the party. If we walk there, we got started. And all my niggas on it. If we shoot, we hit the tour. I like my bitch in Versace. And her friend right beside me. Trying to take off like a pilot. Better yet, like a rocket. And she all in my pockets. I told her she needs to stop it. No cash for you this way. Straight BMS. I'm blowing money fast this way. I get respect in the hood. No disrespect in the page. Run it back at your place. I'm a side, beat the case. Wanna fight with the mace. Say pussy move out the way. Just like your girl, you about to catch tip to the face. You had to watch what you say. Social media can't save you from the type in the way. This nigga calling my phone. Want me to sit on his face. He always do what I say. Hair down, feeling good. Just push a nigga wood while I'm rolling up a wood. I'm my old T shorty. She cool as fuck when she naughty. We the life of the party. If we walk there, we got started. And all my niggas on it. If we shoot, we hit the target. Shorty looking through my IG. Said she see my friend. Look me up and now she follow me. Yeah, that good shit. We higher than a motherfucking beam. Yeah, that moon shit. It's the lift off. We can see you soon, bitch. 5, 4, 3, you're a 2, and I'm that one. Seiko Page. Had to say that shit before the song is done. Keep them squares about your sample. Something you should teach your son, and that's a honey. So if you see the game, you know it's gonna be trouble. Cause we coming. Look, bitch. Yeah, that's a honey. So if you see the game, you know it's gonna be trouble. Cause we coming. Yeah, and that's a honey. So if you see the game, you know it's gonna be trouble. Cause we coming. Yeah. Seiko Page. Yeah. Hands up. I tap it when I shake it. Eyes on me like he picturing me naked. Show a couple bands. I'm dropping dun-dun-duns for them Benjamins. Hair blowing in the fan like the wind. Never took a L. All I do is win. No, you can't sit with us. No, you do not fit in. And if that nigga acting tough, the little baby take his frame. Knocking all you bitches down like I'm bowling y'all the pins. If the party hella lit, don't mind if I start to dance. I got this Henny in my cup, and my hands going up. About to twerk this little butt and leave all you niggas stuck. She done put them hands up, got to twerking all that ass, and then put them hands up. Smack that ass and hit the floor like a dancer. She too advanced, bruh. Clap her hands while she dance, huh? She done threw them hands up, got to twerking all that ass, and then put her hands up. Smack that ass and hit the floor like a dancer. She too advanced, bruh. Clap her hands while she dance, huh? I am the diplomatic. I'm clapping this shit in traffic. Damn, slow it down. When you see it, they connect like magnets. Dreadhead, go and grab it, but please don't make it a habit. I'm just having fun. Please don't let me let your ass have it. He just asked for my phone so he can put this number in it. But I tell him no broke niggas, nigga, what the fuck you spending? Music still going strong. Yeah, I got my hands up. When I hear my favorite part of the song, when they come on. For the women with pretty, with fat ass, hands up. For the women with little booties, they matter. Hands up. For the niggas I love to watch with dark glasses. For the real niggas who ain't scared to come up and be scared of my reaction. She done threw them hands up. Got to twerking all that ass and we put them hands up. Smack that ass and hit the floor like a dancer. She too advanced, bruh. Clap her hands while she dance, huh? She done threw them hands up. Got to twerking all that ass and then put her hands up. Smack that ass and hit the floor like a dancer. She too advanced, bruh. Clap her hands while she dance, huh?
Good events. Breaking Ground Radio, we're local and mainstream collab, man. We back at it. Your boy DJ Swamp Thing, man, on a solo tip. My sisters in radio, Tiff L and Just Do It, had other things to do. You know, we live busy lives. So, you know, I got to hold it down, which is okay because they didn't hold it down for me. As a matter of fact, they're going to hold it down for me next week because I'll be DJing a Just Joking showcase. Shout out to Comedian Danger, my brother. I've been doing this thing for like, man, I think this might be my 15th show rocking with him now. So I'm definitely honored every time he hits me back for another show. But shameless plug again, man. Tomorrow, are you gonna be able to come tomorrow? You got something to do?
Oh, you know,
I don't want to even hear. Don't even
I gotta
do this.
get the kids together.
I want
What is it? Where is it? You didn't say it 1,000 times. Where's this show? Where's the event tomorrow?
It is. It's called the Vanderelli Room. Are you familiar with the Rehab Tavern?
No.
Okay, it's on McDowell, 148 McDowell Drive. You familiar with Coastside?
Yeah.
It's kind of around the corner.
Oh,
like up the street and around the corner.
I live in the Bexley area.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's up the street and around the corner. It's the outside doesn't look like much, but the inside is amazing. Matter of fact, I did a video that's on my IG maybe 2 weeks now. We just kind of filming the inside. Mm-hmm. So, but it's nice. It's an art gallery. And, and the lady Alicia, her name is Alicia. She runs the art gallery, and there's just some fantastic stuff in there. Okay. So they're going to clear all that out for us, of course, so we don't mess nothing up. Mm-hmm. And we'll have there's a small stage, so there'll be 2 DJs on the stage, and then we'll have 2. I think we decided to have 2 on the left and 1 on the right. Okay. So kind of like a cipher, but yeah, it's gonna really be good. I'm really hoping that it's something that's gonna be around for a while. Not because of me, but just for the DJs to have an opportunity to have an outlet. Yeah. Especially the younger ones. And when I say young, I always like to say this. When I say young, I don't mean young in age, just young in experience. Like we have DJ Lane Love, who's been DJing for over 20 plus years, going to be there. And then we have, not to say that he's any less, but DJ Airbleed, who's new to Columbus. So nobody really knows him just because he's new to Columbus. So this will be an opportunity for him to be able to shake hands and kiss babies. My husband always said why is he's here, and then you have people again like Lane Love and Jay Esquire, who's with Power 175, and people know her and stuff like that. So it's all levels, it's all different levels, and that's what I wanted. I mean, there's shout out to like the Redo. They've been doing something like this where it's all vinyl. So you have your veterans, your 20, 30 plus year veteran DJs. Like Dami Styles and O Sharp and those guys who come with their crate still, like in the old days, and rock nothing but vinyl, and that's super dope. You know what I mean? But what the constant argument is, and then I'll get off this because it's not about me. But what the constant argument is, a lot of the older veteran DJs kind of frown upon the controllers and all of this other stuff, and the argument is back and forth about it not really being DJing. Like you don't go to the store anymore and pick up vinyl and stuff. You just go on your computer and download it. You know what I mean? But again, I think still paying homage to the craft is important. So that's what that's all about. But anyway, we still have Alexis in the building. Y'all heard me ranting about the DJ Cafe, which is going on tomorrow, but enough about me. So talk about who influences you. Who do you call when you're having an issue or when you're running into something that you haven't had experience with dealing with yet?
So I've had 2 tutors, and I got 3 mentors basically. Okay. One, her name is Monica. She just moved actually. Okay. And I will go to her and actually sit down, and she would teach me how to do stuff. I have another mentor. She's in Dayton. Her name is Miss Barbara. And I go to her and actually we sit down, we cut out patterns. We literally sitting on the sewing machine. She's showing me how to sew this, how to do this, make sure my measurements are right, make sure all of this stuff is correct. And then I have Corey Winburn. He is here in Columbus. He's been all of them has been designing over 20 years. Okay. The women, they do like everything. Monica, she mostly does a lot of bridal and stuff like that. Gotcha. But I talk to them. Like if I need help with something, I'll go to them, I'll call them. Like for me, I'm like definitely working on my pricing because they always tell me like I don't price enough. But for me, I just feel like I don't know if people are gonna pay for that. Yeah. And they be like, your work is good. Right. People will pay for it. That's a struggle. So it really is. And because they've been in the game so long, they be looking at me like, are you kidding me? Like you do good work. You do great work. There's no reason that you shouldn't be getting paid for what you're doing. Yeah. So like I go to them a lot for pricing. I go to them a lot. Like if I have something different, like Miss Barb told me, like, don't turn no jobs down. So she was like, you're not going to learn if you turn jobs down. So, I'll go to her. Like if it's something I haven't done before, I'll go to her. We sit down. She explained everything to me, like literally piece by piece. And then at the end, we got to finish garment. Yeah. So those 3 are definitely like the bomb for me when it comes to this, because the two big sisters and the big brother, because I'm like, Lord.
Yeah.
But yeah, they definitely like helped me out a lot.
And how important is that, you know, really to have that type of support, because, you know, you never, you don't know what you go through until you go through it. But you know how inspiring it is to be able to call somebody up who's been through it, who's not afraid to share their experience. Because I think there's also people out here who's, you know, they got so much experience, but they keep it all to themselves. They don't want to teach. They don't want to pass it forward or pay it forward. You know, and you know, I think, what do you have the skill for if you're not able to share?
Right.
You know, what are you out here working hard day in and day out to master a craft, if at the end of the day, when your time is up,
right,
because that is going to happen, to pass it to someone who you see yourself in them, and so you want to help and you want to succeed. And luckily, I kind of had the same thing, you know, as going through the media school and you know, having some of these veterans around and being able to talk to them. And, you know, they rag you still a little bit, you know, because that's part of the game. But at the end of the day, you generally know that they want to see you succeed.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's super important, man. So yeah, shout out to your mentors.
Right. They the bomb. They the bomb, because I'd be doing the same thing wrong over and over again, getting irritated. Like, why can't I get this right? Then I go to them and be like, oh, like so simple.
Yeah.
Like, but you know, when you in it and you trying to figure it out, when you by yourself, it's just hard because you just keep doing the same thing. You keep messing up on the same thing. So it's always great to have somebody who's been there, done that over 1,000 times.
Yeah.
That can show you in 2 seconds, and you didn't spend the whole day trying to figure this out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you do you constantly look for new models, or do you have a core based models that you always use, or you kind of like switching them up?
So what I did for this, well, my goal this year is to do a lot of photo shoots. Like, I really need to do a lot of photo shoots because I need to get my portfolio together.
Absolutely.
So for this show, I literally did this at the last minute because I was just like, oh, I really don't want to do the show. Like, you know, because it's so expensive doing a show. So what I did was a model search, and I did a model search on Facebook, and I picked up some of the people who were my clients. I got some of the people who, they had to go like answer a form, you know, like a questionnaire or whatever. And then it was like some models that I had already worked with, and then some models that I've just seen in Columbus who I think are dope.
Right.
So I just got those, and the ladies I chose, they worked well together. They took instruction from each other. Amazing. Like, they really worked well together. So probably when I do my next show, I will be calling them again because there was no problems. If somebody needed some help, there was another model helping them. Like, it was the bomb. Like, they helped each other out. Like, I used 2 of the models in my last show. One of the models I used, she was my first model in my photo shoot. She was 14 years old.
Oh, wow.
She's 21 now.
Wow.
Yes. Or 20, I think 20. And I used her in my show. And I'm like, oh my God, like, look at my little baby. Like, this is crazy. Like, yep. Yep. But yeah, I don't mind working with different models. If you can walk for me. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you got, you know, a good personality, things like that.
Because the reason why I asked it, because I've ran into conversations or talking to people, females specifically, where they might not have the full aspiration to like do the whole model thing and really make it a thing, but it seems like some of the bucket list is to, you know, walk a runway, you know, or just be able to try on somebody else's clothes, and because it's a transformation. It's a, you know, anytime you're in media or you do stuff like this, you whether you want to or not, you have different personalities. You have the one when you're just at home, you're relaxing. Yeah. You have the one when you're out here in the craft and the media world and doing stuff like that. Because I tell people that all the time. I said, you know, right when I'm on the radio, DJ and stuff, I'm smart all day. You know what I'm saying? And I have a different persona. But when I'm at home with the family or whatever, or with close friends, you know, I'm just just have me a beer, man. Let me sit down and watch Family Guy. I mean, that's you know what I mean, that's the thing. But you know, I hear a lot of females talk, man, I would love to just, you know, have the opportunity to walk the runway, or at least learn how to. You know what I mean? So they can do it in front of the mirror and stuff like that. Is that like a thing? Is that like a woman's thing or a baby girl's thing to grow up
and be a model.
And be a model.
I think.
Do you think everybody goes through that?
Because I think I wanted to be a model at one point. Now I want to do print. I know I'm not no runway model. So for me, I'll do print all day. Like I can take some pictures all day.
Right.
But like for me, modeling is just not my thing. Like I have anxiety coming out at the end of the show. Like when I have to come out at the end, I just be like, I don't even want to go out.
I was wondering why you was hiding back
there. Tell everybody
so
I said thank you. You know, like just tell them I said thank you. They be like, no, you have to go out. I'd be like,
but if I recall, you came out and struck a pose and everything. Though.
I did. I was so nervous though. Like, oh my God, I wasn't expecting all them people. Like it was just so much. I was like I was so nervous. Like I didn't even know I did all that stuff until like I looked at the video.
You came out and was like.
It looked like when you see me on the runway, it looked like I was ready. Oh my God. I was so nervous. Wow. Like I was shaking, like, oh no.
Well, you sure did put on a show for them.
I did. I did for them little minutes. And I walked right on back. Like, oh, okay.
Right. I'm out.
Right.
I'm out. So
my friend on here said, when we was talking about people not helping, she said, people try to make it a competition and not help you and don't want to build together.
Oh, definitely.
So one thing at the Black Fashion Expo, that's what we were talking about where we had it was designers on the panel, and they were just talking about like how we're a community and how we need to help each other. So that opened me up because some of those people I was like, I don't know if I should ask them. For me, I don't mind asking anybody anything, but then again, I don't be knowing about certain people, so I don't ask. So I just stick with the people that I know that are willing to help me.
Absolutely.
But just going to that event and just seeing the people that were there and the people that were talking, like, yeah, like we are a community, we should be helping each other. That made me feel like, oh wow, so I could be reaching out to other people, and the people that I met there was super cool.
Yeah.
Me and one of the girls, her name is Kanisha Nicole. She's a designer.
Okay.
And she was like, oh, yeah, we can, because I want to do sewing classes for people. She was like, I want to do that too. So me and her going to talk about that. Y'all should check her out. She's a bomb designer too. Kanisha Nicole. But yeah, so that was like, whoa. Like, so people do really be out here trying to help. It's just that sometimes you run into the wrong people and it turns you off from everybody.
Yeah, I agree. I think, when someone who is unworthy puts that sour taste in your mouth, it's hard for you to get back out there and trust again. Yeah. But I think when that happens, that's when you kind of have to really rely on the people that you do trust. And, just trust and believe that anybody else that they will send you from then on will be good people. And it's funny that you said that because I'm literally sitting here trying to figure out who would be dope for you to connect with that I know that maybe you don't know. Even if it was just like with makeup and stuff, because I know all that plays into fashion.
Yeah.
Shout out to Whitney Chanel, that's my homegirl. She does a sip and slay, where she just really teaches young and older women how to properly put on makeup. And she did the first one. I was there DJing, and it was a great turnout. And again, I don't know about makeup, but hearing the ladies say how inexperienced they are with it, or how they try different things and it didn't work out, was surprising, but it was also a breath of fresh air, not for me, but seeing those women be comfortable about talking about, hey, I don't know. You know what I mean? I would love to be beat. Is that what it is?
Yeah, we want our makeup beat. We want our faces beat. We want to be beat for the gods. You know what I'm saying? We want to be beat for the gods.
So you gotta be beat, man.
You gotta be beat out here,
man. So, but yeah, so shout out Whitney Chanel, man, and she might be great for you guys to collab and do something like that, because she's, like I said, and I think her next show is actually out of town. I think her show has been doing great. That I think it's in Kentucky, I think.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Talk about so give everybody, because I know you got to get out of here. So give everybody one more time your social media, how you can be reached, all that stuff.
Okay. So everything is Sheree Alexis. That's SHEREE ALEXIS. SHEREE ALEXIS. My first name is Alexis. My middle name is Sheree. My business name is Sheree Alexis. My Instagram is Sheree Alexis at Gmail. I just bit my love. Sheree Alexis at Gmail. My Facebook is Sheree Alexis Designer. That's my my business page. Instagram, Sheree Alexis. I got another Instagram page, Sheree Alexis 2.0.
Sheree Alexis 2.0. That's
yeah, Sheree Alexis 2.0.
Sounds like that was done on purpose.
Yeah, I just I'm a Delta and I'm a Deuce, so I kind of put the two in there. You know what I'm saying? Had to play that all together.
Shout out to the DST.
Yes, we out here. We out here.
I got some couple of homeboys. Shout out to the Qs out there too.
Yeah, we at Central. We out here.
Yeah, I see you.
But yeah, Sheree Alexis straight across the board. If y'all need to find me, email me. You want to place an order? Check out my Instagram. Just say hi on my Instagram. Follow me. I follow you back. I follow back. I just unfollowed a whole lot of like celebrities and stuff, so I could actually follow the people who follow me, so that we can interact and things like that. So I don't want people to only think, oh, just follow me. I'll never say nothing on your page. No, like I literally be like Instagram and people and DM and people and stuff like that.
Right.
So yes.
Yeah, man. Again, I really appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you.
And let me tell you, I gotta say this while you're here, because y'all need to take a lesson, because a lot of times we reach out to people and they're all on board, and it takes forever to get the bio. I mean, we got the bio in like 2.5 seconds. I was like, "Can you send it back?" She said, "Send it." I was like, "Damn, I ain't even finished sending it." But no,
because I'm a mom. If I don't send it right then and there, it ain't gonna happen. So when somebody asks me to do something, I try to do it right then and there so you can have it done.
Right, but no, we definitely appreciate your professionalism and
thank
everything,
you.
We really do. And you're welcome back here anytime.
Yes, let me know. Next time I'll be able to stay the whole time. I just got my son's birthday party. My mom's coming into town, so I gotta clean my house. Your mom come over, you gotta clean the house.
You can't have a house dirty with
so I'm about to go clean my house. And
she's gonna talk about you.
Yeah, and then go to the church and clean up for my baby's birthday party on Saturday.
Yeah. So what up, man? So again, thank you to Alexis. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You're right.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right.
Hey, we're gonna do this Charlie's Body Bag one more time, man. For those who missed it on Facebook, shout out Chase Banks, man. Aaron, I see you, big dog. Here you go. Breaking Ground Radio, man. We'll be back.
Yeah. Oh, I heard that shit you was talking. They said that shit out. Hey, just keep testing me. Fuck it, another body count. Get him.
Let's cut straight to the chase, boy, I wasn't offended. Yeah, you broke the fucking code, so I had to amend it. Your messages be out of line, like we ever pretended. We ain't friends, pussy boy, your shit is a gimmick. Talking shit on the gram, you like running your mouth. Telling lies and fake stunting, cause you do it for clout. I headlined at the Newport, you performed in your house. I'm grinding with gold teeth, yeah, they lining my mouth. Now that real shit steams, I know you probably hate it, but nobody really likes you, you simply just tolerate it. Man, it's funny how you rap all them gay ass slides. You ain't wanted on the beat, yeah, I say that's mine. A real lyricist with a snap, ain't no making the cut. My feedback is about the future, yours is hanging it up. And I ain't heard anybody ever banging your stuff, cause they don't like your whack ass rhymes, ain't no faking enough.
Now I'm gonna give you a minute, man. Really think about what you're doing with your fucking career. If that's even what it is. See, I'm known to have bodies on my loose leaf. Shit, what's my fucking name? And ain't no need to try to reach out to me and squash this shit neither. You started this shit, but I'ma finish it. This the only time I'ma speak on you too, pussy. After this, you ain't no thought. You think motherfuckers would've learned by now, man? This is what the fuck I do.
Fuck it, I ain't done, I'ma keep it the distance. Only place you safe is at home with your kid and your missus. You think you're better than me, shit. Now that's absurd, partner. I came with the scope on the desert, and that's for bird watching. You just say a lot of nothing to hope the crowd react and get loud on your verse to make it action packed. You can try me if you want, yeah, I'm packed for that. But Pete's sake, stink Drake, I'm coming back to back.
Give it up while you ahead, man. Just cause you came from pussy don't mean that's how you gotta be made, man. But like I said, after this, I'm done with this. You just shit, I had to get off my shoe. The body count just keep piling up. This can end real easily. shut the fuck up. Talking about trash. You the only trash I see. Sounding all high pitched like a bitch on a track. Hey, yo, Chase, help me move this body so we can move the fuck on. Yeah. Oh, I heard that shit you was talking. They said that shit out. Hey, just keep testing me. Fuck it, another body count. Get him.
Let's cut straight to the chase, boy, I wasn't offended. Yeah, you broke the fucking code, so I had to amend it. Your messages be out of line, like we ever pretended. We ain't friends, pussy boy, your shit is a gimmick. Talking shit on the gram, you like running your mouth. Telling lies and fake stunting, cause you do it for clout. I headlined at the Newport, you performed in your house. I'm grinding with gold teeth, yeah, they lining my mouth. Now that real shit steams, I know you probably hate it, but nobody really likes you, you simply just tolerate it. Man, it's funny how you rap all them gay ass slides. You ain't wanted on the beat, yeah, I say that's mine. A real lyricist with a snap, ain't no making the cut. My feedback is about the future, yours just hanging it up. And I ain't heard anybody ever banging your stuff, cause they don't like your whack ass rhymes, ain't no faking enough.
Now I'm gonna give you a minute, man. Really think about what you're doing with your fucking career. If that's even what it is. See, I'm known to have bodies on my loose leaf. Shit, what's my fucking name? And ain't no need to try to reach out to me and squash this shit, neither. You started this shit, but I'ma finish it. This the only time I'ma speak on you too, pussy. After this, you ain't no thought. You think motherfuckers would've learned by now, man? This is what the fuck I do.
Fuck it, I ain't done, I'ma keep it the distance. Only place you safe is at home with your kid and your missus. You think you're better than me, shit. Now that's absurd, partner. I came with the scope on the desert, and that's for bird watching. You just say a lot of nothing to hope the crowd react and get loud on your verse to make it action packed. You can try me if you want, yeah, I'm packed for that. But Pete's sake, Stink Drake, I'm coming back to back.
Give it up while you ahead, man. Just cause you came from pussy don't mean that's how you gotta be made, man. Like I said, after this, I'm done with this. You just shit, I had to get off my shoe. The body count just keep piling up. This get in real easily. Just shut the fuck up. Talking about trash. You the only trash I see.
Shout out, Carlos, body bag.
Sounding all high pitched like a bitch on a track. Hey, yo, Chase, help me move this body so we can move the fuck on.
Get about you. Oh, yeah. You heard it first right here on Breaking Ground Radio. Woo. I don't know who he was talking about in that track, but I would not want to be him. The song's called Cut to the Chase. That's how we rock it, man, right here, man. We's going down. DJ Swamp Thing, man, rocking his solo dolo. My sisters in radio are both out for the day. Tiffany L and Just Do It. Shout out Miss Alexis again. Dope fashion designer, man. Came through and hollered at us for about a good hour, man, and just talked about her journey. You can definitely go and follow her. I'm going to put her picture back up on the page at Swamp Thing DJ, and it'll also be up at Breaking Ground Radio as well. So we rolling. We rolling. I hear you. We rolling, man. We're going to keep this thing going, man. Shout out to I Soldier, Greg Owens. The song is called Got You. It's one of the hottest joints in Columbus right now, in my opinion. I just saw a post that he's got something else that I Soldier does here in a little bit. So hopefully I Soldier, we can get that exclusive too, big guy. We rocking. Oh, yeah. Ground Radio, man. This is what we do. I Soldier, talk to him.
Yeah. Soldier. G.O. It feel good, don't it? Yeah, it feel good, don't it?
Got you in the floor.
Look, flow cold, yeah, I'm the summer sun. Gio on the beat, I had to give the drummer some. Some and all come, some are rejected, some are come. Like they striking out right, feel the rumble when thunder come. This is one hell of a invitation of a new synergy. As I synergy, natural remedies that's unifying these energies up under my umbrella. Now hands high so you can catch these vibes, you know what? When you see me step up in the spot, you know what? Lights, camera, action when it's hot, you know what? Know I've been cooking, I dropped the pot, now I
Got you in the floor.
when you see me step up in the spot, you know what? Lights, camera, action when it's hot, you know what? Know I've been cooking, I dropped the pot, now I
Got you in the floor.
Gio, hey. It started off with a good foot. Gio and I social, man, you know that's a good look. We on a different wave, hop on because we setting the tone. This beat got you feeling good like you sipping Patron in this song. I'm anywhere that you can find me. Pull up at the party, I'm busting in like a tsunami. Got you illuminated from your head to your toes because I
Got you in the floor.
Hey, I'm too modest. I'm really trying to keep myself from saying I'm the hottest topic. Bringing the warm vibes, feeling like you're in the tropics. When I step on the stage, you know that I'm a rocket. Now let me catch the pocket. We're about to blast off like a rocket. You think otherwise, you better stop it. It's so eclectic. I know you feel it deep in your soul because I
Got you in the floor.
yeah. When you see me step up in the spot, you know what? Lights, camera, action when it's hot, you know what? Know I've been cooking, I dropped the pot and now I
Got you in the floor.
when you see me step up in the spot, you know what? Lights, camera, action when it's hot, you know what? Know I've been cooking, I dropped the pot, now I
Got you in the floor.
for every 8 you got, I got 24 back to back, mamba out. Extra for you gangster grills when the drama out. I put the melodic, flip the ebonic, and drop the sonic route. 90s front row, got them high like the chronic out. Look, greatness by definition, I am synonym. Can't find an inch in them, that's why they had to send for him. In it whenever I put some and let the sear simmer. It's just a new wave, then I'm the last airbender. On air, on wax, prepared to damn air ender. A nigga start a rebuttal, the drug and guns that they smuggle. I meet the wrath of real lyricism and strong hustle. Inspire, followed by line punch, all knuckle, follow I. Step up in the shop for hip hop, you got the proper guy. Me and Gio with the Lakers trio when we rock, so I need to see everybody's hands. Ignore the heat, I'm just cooking. You can thank me in advance, no I. When you see me step up in the spot, you know what? Lights, camera, action when it's hot, you know what? Know I've been cooking, I dropped the pot and now I
Got you in the floor.
when you see me step up in the spot, you know what? Lights, camera, action when it's hot, you know what? Know I've been cooking, I dropped the pot, now I
Got you in the floor.
when you see me step up in the spot, you know what? Lights, camera, action when it's hot, you know what? Know I've been cooking, I dropped the pot and now I
Got you in the floor.
when you see me step up in the spot, you know what? Lights, camera, action when it's hot, you know what? Know I've been cooking, I dropped the pot, now I
Got you in the floor.
Get drunk with me, get drunk with me. Bring the roof and set this thing up with me. Get wild, get loose, throw them bows with me. Do my brothers hit me, do my sisters feel me. Get drunk with me, get drunk with me. Bring the roof and set this thing up with me. Get wild, get loose, throw them bows with me. Do my brothers hit me, do my sisters feel me. Me and my clique, we deep up in this hill, that's how it is. Every time we step foot up in this hill, head to the bar, buy something to drink up in this hill. Some bottles of Don, get a VIP up in this hill. Look at Shouter over there, drunken in this hill, shaking in the booth, popping in this hill. There go the DJ in the crowd, hype up in this hill. On the wheels in the mix, straight live up in this hill. We straight caught, homie, doing our thing, messing with these girls, getting drunk, homie. Taking the pictures, striking the pose, that's how it goes, homie. Plus we all lit up on that level, on that liquor, homie. Tipsy as wood, hoping they don't get rolled up in this hill. Mess around, get hit, cross your head up in this hill. If you ain't scared, then throw your sense up, homie. Let's start a ride, we can tear this thing up. Get drunk with me, get drunk with me. Bring the roof and tear this thing up with me. Get wild, get loose, throw them bows with me. Do my brothers hit me, do my sisters feel me. Get drunk with me, get drunk with me. Bring the roof and set this thing up with me. Get wild, get loose, throw them balls with me. Do my brothers heavy, do my sisters heavy. We hit the door like a storm and reform. What it do? All the trap guys keep it when they see us coming through. You see us mobbing through this straight flexing with this. Got these pros getting low, PP popping for the clip. Got them bottles on PP with them stunners on CP in the yak from the hill. What's the club? What we OG, we gon' tear this thing up. If you with it, let's get loose. What's that juicy sauce up? If you with it, what it do? We on them tables going ham. Got these guys saying damn. Going fire and live in this club. You understand? We going back to 98. Jack, we bucking at the gate. And we ain't getting searched at the door, so don't play. We send a buck up in it. Tear the roof up out the. If you with it, throw it up. Represent who you with. Ain't no playing when we live. Elbow swinging, start a rap. Mac Ramsey in this club. Come and buck with your guy. Get drunk with me. Get drunk with me. Bring the roof and set this thing up with me. Get wild, get loose. Throw them balls with me. Do my brothers hit me. Do my sisters hit me. Get drunk with me. Get drunk with me. Bring the roof and set this thing up with me. Get wild, get loose. Throw them balls with me. Do my brothers hit me. Do my sisters hit me.
That right there. Shout out to the homeboy, Mistress Recipe. It's going down, man. I'm here, Breaking Ground Radio. DJ Swamp Thing, man, filling in here solo, man. Doing that solo work. My sisters in radio are both out. Tiffany L, just do it. It's all good. We miss you, ladies, but I'm going to hold it down. You know what I mean? To make this thing happen. So, real quick, before I get into the next joint, tomorrow at the Vanderelli Room, it is going all the way down for the DJ Cafe. Man, it's looks like it's turning out to be a really dope event. It's gonna be 5 DJs, 5 different genres, all under one roof. Oh man, and I think even though that's gonna be lit, I mean we're gonna have food there, we're gonna have drinks there, there's gonna be vendors there. Even though that's gonna be lit, I think the most important thing about this event is that we're giving back to the culture, we're giving back to the community. So it's $7 to get in, and that includes 2 drink tickets. But all that money is going to go back into the culture. And thanks to the Ohio Fleet DJs, we're going to sponsor a artist to be part of the Ohio Fleet Spotlight, which is a month full of just major promo. You get to sit down and have a meet and greet and have an interview and have your songs or video played in front of the DJ management team, in front of the members of the Fleet DJs, Ohio. We just came from Toledo and did one. We did our first one right here in this building, in this studio. It's a great thing to do every month, and it costs a little bit of money. And we know every artist out here, you know, we try to build that rep, that, you know, try to build that up. So we want to help. So I already got my big ass blank check, just came in the mail. Anonymous, what up? I see you. We're gonna write that mud out to an artist. We already know the artist that's gonna win. And I already told his DJ to make sure he's there. We're gonna present it to him and have him a part of the Ohio Fleet Spotlight. So that to me is more important than just the actual event. But please come out. It's from 8:50. The doors open at 8:15. It's going until 11 or 11:30. So there's still plenty of time to get out there and kick it on a Friday night after the event is done. So, you know what I mean? It's something you don't want to miss. If you need more information, please go to my IG page, Swamp Thing DJ. You can go to Breaking Ground page at Breaking Ground Radio. You can go to my partner in this, my co-host, MJ at 614 The Culture. She has a show here called Narcissistic Nation that goes down every Saturday. So you can check her out. And it's just gonna really be a good time. So I ain't gonna do much talking. Shout out the homie CJ Nevels. We about to get into this coming major track. You know what I mean? From the artist, her name is Lush. I actually heard this already when you sent it to me, big dog. So I'm glad that you're on it, reminded me to play it. We're gonna do that right now. And remind me remind me where you're from, so I can shout that out too. But here we go. Breaking Ground Radio, man. This is what we do.
Girls waiting on me to fall on my high horse, bitch. I'm stuck on this. So might as well call me Polo. And I bet they niggas jumping in my inbox like they on they pogo. I was once at the bottom. I best back up, yeah. I'm a yo-yo in my shooter, so loco. Let me on go, so go with all that trauma. It's no. It's come now, almost like more. Fucking nigga get money, that's girl code. Well, G-Co, I say honey, no Chico. You go better say, I don't say I'm not a hero, cause my father was zero. Wait, you get the peak, I don't with the shit. I'm a with the lead, my money thief, let my F5. If I had one, trust me, that dick ride. I'm a queen, you a spot fry. I'm coming full speed, better run high. Been on ever since my brother died. Can't tell with less time I fucking cry. I'm cocky, who gon' stop me? Breath can't even stop me. I got all this ice on my jury, can play some hockey. You ain't my issue, you talking, walk away. Oh, walk it, talkie. Talk on me, but right, everything I do, y'all go and copy. I be coming major, get money, it's my major. Yeah, I'm standing at attention when I walk through like I'm a major. I be coming major, get money, it's my major. Yeah, I'm standing at attention when I walk through like I'm a major. I think y'all hear me, that's cool, cause I want y'all to feel me. I've been waiting so patiently on this come up. Check this what I had to run up. I'm ready to buckle up. If you try to take what's mine, then it's pat. I don't give a fuck. I don't look for love, cause I left my heart covered in dust. I buried it hoe. I bury you hoes. I'm out control. Bottom T gold. When I smile, don't come around. If you fake, that's criminal my style. Everybody who turns sour, I got you on fire. Or they gon' need your credit. Your story is cold. Anyway, I got your nigga on layaway. Just in case my man nigga play. LOL, I know what pressure. I might go cop another form. I'm going getting a little boring. I woke them up, it's no more storm. My house shoes is Ferragamo. I'm different. My person is like, yeah, you a vision. Decisions. I do what I want in the box position. So you know I'll do competitions. Hear my petition. I'm so on fuck with it, bro. First lady, hashtag, I sign my signature. I be coming major. Get money, it's my major. Yeah, I'm standing at attention when I walk through like I'm a major. I be coming major. Get money, it's my major. Yeah, I'm standing at attention when I walk through like I'm a major. I be coming major. Get money, it's my major. Yeah, I'm standing at attention when I walk through like I'm a major. I be coming major. Get money, it's my major. Yeah, I'm standing at attention when I walk through like I'm a major.
It's your boy DJ Swamp Thing, man. We back at it. You know what I mean? Y'all make sure send them tracks, man. Breaking Ground Down Radio, man. This is what we do every week, every Thursday from 6 to 8 right here on WTMH, man. We support local artists. It's not just from Columbus, even though we are heavy hitters for the 614. We also appreciate the art from the independent and the underground artists from all over. No matter if it's Midwest, South, East, it don't matter. Send those tracks, breakingground.radio@gmail.com. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a full supporter. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. You know what I mean? And then, you know, that's what we do, man. Shout out. Also, another thing. So let me name everybody on the DJ Cafe. So we got, like I said, it's 5 DJs. It's not in this order for tomorrow, but it's DJ Earbleed from Chicago. Shout out Chi-Town. We got DJ Lane Love, Auntie's favorite DJ, lead DJ manager, who's been doing this for a while. We got DJ Goldfingers, who's also a fleet DJ. We got B Square, the DJ, who was a local goat here in the city. When I tell you he supports the local scene like none other I've ever seen, I don't even think I could support my local artist back at home in New Orleans if I was still living there the way that he does it here in Columbus. It is a genuine love that he has for the city. I have nothing but respect for him, and I appreciate him spending his talent over at the cafe tomorrow. Then we got Jay Esquire, one of my close friends. She works for Power 107.5. She is always giving back to the culture, always coming to do things for the culture. And I know anytime I can call her to do anything for me, or as a favor to me, she doesn't hesitate. I don't have to pull teeth. And did I get everybody? I think I did. think I got everybody. So shout out to all those 5 DJs. Shout out to our vendors. We're gonna have Bites by Camille serving food. Shout out to Janice, Queen of Shots, who's gonna be serving the drinks and getting everybody right. And I'm telling you, I already had. I went to a sip and slay. Shout out to Whitney Chanel who does the sip and slay, and she was the mobile bartender there. I had 2 mixed drinks and was done. Like not in an uncomfortable, twisted, drunk as F kind of way. Just real. I was lit. I was just happy. I was in a good place. I was in a good place. And I was after having 2, and it was about this cup size, maybe a little smaller. But I was good. So she does what she does really, really well. I'm so excited to have her. We're excited to have vendors. We got a couple vendors. Shout out Blayton that's going to be in the building. There's a vendor that confirmed with me today that hit my DM and wanted to be a part of it. And so we opened up the door for him. So shout him out. I can't remember his name. Excuse me. But we want to make sure that, again, we support what it is that is happening in the city. And that's why we're giving away that check for the artist to be a part of the Fleet DJ Artist Spotlight. That's why we're doing that. What up, Gio? I see you. That's why we're doing that. It's not to show off. It's not to say anybody's better than anybody. It's just to say that, hey, we support what it is that you're doing. We know how hard it is trying to make it out here in this business. It's a very cutthroat business. So anytime you can get a leg up, whether it be somebody opened the door for you or gave you a shot at doing something or, invited you to a studio session or whatever the case may be, don't sleep on none of those opportunities. Don't sleep on none of those opportunities because it could be one of those opportunities that get you into that next opportunity or that next door or get you to meet that next person who is that much on a more level up. You know what I mean? And it's just all about steps. Take your steps and make sure that the steps are upwards, onward and upwards. I say that a lot. But as I put it on my business cards, nothing successful is done without the help of others. So if you got a squad around you, you got a team around you, you got people that are like-minded, that understand what it is you're trying to do and want to help you and support you in doing what it is that you do and want to see you genuinely succeed, because there's people out here that you might be close to that only want to see you succeed halfway. As long as you're not doing better than them, they're okay. But you need people that want to see you succeed 110%. So if you get around those people that want to see you succeed 110%, you can't fail, because they're going to be the ones in a closed room, in an atmosphere where it's just y'all to say, hey, man, this isn't going right, or you might want to try this way, instead of telling somebody else behind your back. You know what I mean? They're going to be the ones, your true homies are going to be the ones that tell you right then and there when y'all smoking or drinking or in the house or in the studio, hey, man, let's try this way. Or I think you can do it better this way. Or, I don't like that vibe between you and that person, that promoter, that DJ, or that whoever. Those are the people you want to be around, the people that's not afraid to tell you the truth. You know what I mean? You get around those people that fake the funk all day, you're never going to know what's real. Get around people that's not afraid to tell you the truth, because those are genuine people that genuinely want to see you succeed. All right? And I want to genuinely see everybody succeed. I don't care if we don't work together or if we haven't had a chance to work together. I have this platform for y'all. It ain't for me. I say this all the time. This ain't just because I'm on live. I have this platform for the 614. You decide to send music or not, that's cool, but I'm still going to do it. You know what I mean? The DJ Cafe is not for me. It's for the DJs who don't get the opportunity to really get out there and show their skills. Or maybe they do. Like I said, we got Lane Love, who's been doing this for over 20 years. He's been a mainstream DJ, Radio 1. But I have him on here because I respect where he's come from, and I respect his hustle and his journey. You know what I mean? And then we turn right around and we got DJ Earbleed, who is fresh out of Chicago. Nobody know him here in Columbus. You know what I mean? And I understand how hard that is to make that transition to try to get into the creative circle from out of town. I mean, so that's it, man. I ain't gonna preach too much. I wasn't supposed to do that much, but I appreciate y'all listening anyway, man. We're gonna go to Cincinnati real quick. We're gonna do a little skating with my homeboy Zels. Shout out Zels. He was he was the first artist to do the artist spotlight about 2 months back. Him and Cat St. John out of Houston. Shout out Cat St. John. But the song is called Skate. Definitely a dope joint. If you like to roller skate, this is the song you want to do it to. Trust me, it's hit. Thank you, Ground Radio, DJ Swamp. It's what it do.
Yo, meet me outside. I got the keys to the ride. Trying to get these hoes home, so we about to slide. Drunk on the Henny, gone on the goose. And I don't want no love, ain't nothing new. Couple thou in the ashtray. Good dick, put a bitch in a bad place. Fuck her twice and fall back like a fadeaway. She want that hard dick, I told her I'd pave the way. She played the day. Shout it where your nigga at. You like women fucking where your bitch at. Break a nigga off like a Kit Kat. Tell them pussy niggas they can get back. Shout it where your nigga at. You like women fucking where your bitch at. Break a nigga off like a Kit Kat. Tell them pussy niggas they can get back. Ride, roll, stride, I'm flowing. Ride, roll, stride, I'm flowing. Ride, roll, stride, I'm flowing. All like a motherfucker, you already know it. Ride, roll, stride, I'm flowing. Ride, roll, stride, I'm flowing. Ride, roll, stride, I'm flowing. All like a motherfucker, you already know it. Hey, money ain't the problem, niggas talk too much. 10K for a walkthrough ain't enough. One chain on, 2 gold watches. You know they tricking if you ballin' like a globetrotter. Niggas dissing from the sidelines. You ain't even in the game, worried about mines. My smartphone pass on the stupid hoe. Nigga, tell me what they do it for. Yeah, red bottoms and a new purse. Says you want the deed, but the truth hurts. You really want the facts, take all to church. I would've fucked your friend if I met her first. Yeah, red bottoms and a new purse. Says you want the deed, but the truth hurts. You really want the facts, take all to church. I'm about to kill a pussy, put it in a heart. Ride, roll, stride, I'm flowing. Ride, roll, stride, I'm flowing. Ride, roll, stride, I'm flowing. All like a motherfucker, you already know it. Ride, roll, stride, I'm flowing. Ride, roll, stride, I'm flowing. Ride, roll, stride, I'm flowing. All like a motherfucker, you already know it. We stride, they roll, they roll. They already know it. We stride, they roll. They roll like a motherfucker. They already know it. You 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 already know it. Ball like a motherfucker. You already know it. Ride, roll, stride, I'm flowing. Ride, roll, stride, I'm flowing. Ride, roll, stride, I'm flowing. Ball like a motherfucker. You already know it. Ride, roll, stride, I'm flowing. Ride, roll, stride, I'm flowing. Ride, roll, stride, I'm flowing. Ball like a motherfucker, you already know it.
Thank you. Man, DJ Swamp, Radio. We have Thursday 6 to 8. Shout out my sisters in radio, couldn't be here today. Tiffany L, Just Do It. You know, it's 3 of us. But we gonna rock anyway. I'm gonna hold it down. You know what I mean? We about to do this real hard, man. I want to shout out my homeboy HG Locks. Just sent a new joint to the Fleet DJs. We talked to him last week on a conference call. Man, just a really smart young dude. He's a younger cat, but his mental is way beyond his age. And we appreciate that. So we're going to go ahead and play the new joint. It's called Underlay. We'll try to make sure I get the original version right here. Shout out HG Live. The song called Underlay right here.
So disrespectful.
Thanks for Ground Radio, man. DJ Swamp Thing. DJ Cat.
So disrespectful. So
disrespectful. We at the Vanderbilt room. HG Locks. Hot
Hey, yo, my fault, man. Sorry for the wait, man. Triple A. Back on my bully though, you heard? Gang shit. Yo, so underlay. This ain't no loving me. No. Back of a star. Would I be wrong if I hopped out the wave? So fuck who you with. Now everybody go to God and slide right to your side. Bumping Biggie all in the way. Who shot you? Some imposters. Now it's 30 and the 40, bitch. Bitch. Yeah. It's time to fuck with their infirmity. Cause I ain't trying to catch a case. But I can let these niggas murder me. Nah. And I can't be trusting these bitches either. Got a y'all like the cloud chase. And I ain't with that mixy shit. Niggas that hate, always show love. They come and steal a nigga energy. Betty with me, so it's 10 in me. I hope you niggas keep that energy. Like I have pound of that top shelf. Best believe I want smoke. And I ain't leaving till it's all gone. I'm burning niggas to approach. Put that ass in your bitch string. Make her do a little coke. Introduce it to your side bitch. Cause what's the mean without the side dish? A lot of tales without the sandy cakes. I'm a greedy nigga, need it all. Pussy, money, weed, and revenge. Shit, I'm coming for it all. Fuck the fame with my money, nigga. Fuck the games, brought 100 niggas. Caesar's back. They say I took a loss. I say I need it back. Now I got load of smoke. Bobby Johnson, hit you niggas with the deuce. You niggas ain't ready, they wanna see crazy. I don't think you niggas really do. So underlay. This ain't no loving me. Life of a star. Would I be wrong if I hopped out the wave? So fuck who you with. Now everybody go to God and slide right to your side. Bumping Biggie all in the way. Who shot you? Some imposters. Now it's 30 in the 40, bitch. Bitch. Yeah. It's time to fuck with their infirmity. Cause I ain't trying to catch a case. But I can't let these niggas murder me. Nah. And I can't be trusting these bitches either. Got a y'all like the cloud chase. And I ain't with that Mr. Andele. Me and mommy on our way to the bro. It's time to celebrate. For these niggas claiming they wanna smoke. I made them elevate. 40 lift that nigga off of the ground. That was a masterpiece. Even for Regis was looking like wow. I got blood stains in my berries cause niggas is scary and catch you the fast. Couple of stitches cause niggas is bitches. But fuck it, it's nothing we all know. When you outnumbered and niggas is winning some days, you gon' take the loss too. Back on my feet, I'm still dragging my knuckles, still bossing this shit like a boss. We ain't the same, I'm active and always on roll. It's always for late to the yo. Fuck what they saying, it's big G to the O. That's right, I'm back on my bull. You ain't with the Blake, you wanna play, and best believe my niggas eating well. Got my big homie in the cell, it's gonna hurt my heart to my nigga head. Underlay. This ain't no loving me. Life of a star. Would I be wrong if I hopped out the wave? So fuck who you with. Now everybody go to God and slide right to your side. Bumping Biggie all in the way. Who shot you? Some imposters. Now it's 30 in the 40, bitch. Bitch. Yeah. It's time to fuck with their infirmity. Cause I ain't trying to catch a case. But I can't let these niggas murder me. Nah. And I can't be trusting these bitches either. Got a y'all like the cloud chase. And I ain't with that mixy shit either.
Shout out to the homie HG Locks, Breaking Ground Radio, your boy DJ Swamp Thing, man. Telling you, heavy hitter for sure. Definitely been doing his thing, man, and we appreciate him sharing his talent with the Fleet DJs last week. Doing it real big, man. So, of course, again, I ain't gonna do nothing but talk about the DJ Cafe, which is going down tomorrow at the Vanderelli Room. I mean, it's really gonna be something really huge. I mean, it just is. This is, man. I really don't got else to say, but make sure that you guys are checking it out, man. So it's going down at the Vanderelli Room tomorrow. Doors open at 8:15. It's going to 11 or 11:30. I can't remember which, but it's going to end early enough where you can still get out and do what it is that you need to do for the rest of that Friday night. But we got 5 DJs, do 5 genres under one roof. That's kind of the slogan that we have, man. Me and Narcissistic Nation's own MJ has put this together. And we are both extremely excited about what this event could possibly mean to the culture and to the city. It's really just a way to show homage to the different levels of DJing. Nobody DJs the same. Nobody uses the same equipment. Everybody's level and experience is different. So, we want to bring all that. So it's kind of a melting pot of DJs. It's called a DJ Cypher, and that is what it is, but it's more of a melting pot of DJs because of the different levels of experience that's there. So I'll give you the names of everybody. Now, if you don't know these people, go ahead. If you don't know these DJs, I encourage you to follow them on IG, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, or come to the cafe tomorrow. So shout out DJ Lane Love, who's been behind the tables for a really long time. He's not new at this, but we appreciate him being a part of this. He's also the manager of Fleet DJs Ohio. So we kind of had to have him on here. But shout out, speaking of Fleet DJs, shout out DJ Goldfingers, who's also a member of the Fleet DJs, who's going to be spinning. Definitely have a lot of respect for him. Shout out DJ Earbleed, man. He's new. He's the most. He's new to the scene, to Columbus, not to DJing, to Columbus. He's from Chicago, and shout out to Alicia, who I met him through her, and just like the guy, we kind of got a quick chemistry and everything. So I wanted to definitely have him on as well, and so he's gonna bring a different dynamic, also. So we'll have him. So shout out to DJ Earbleed. Shout out to Jay Esquire. Excuse me. Shout out Jay Esquire, who is also going to be joining us. She works for Radio 1, Power 107.5. She's a really close friend of mine. Anytime that she needs me, she knows I'm there. Anytime I need her for anything, she's always there as well. So we're blessed to have her. And then last but not least, and he's actually just calling me, or he was calling me, B Square, the DJ, who I said it on my IG already. If you tuned into that, I got a lot of respect for B Square because of how he supports the local culture, how he supports the artists, how he supports the just the culture as a whole, the creatives here in the city of Columbus, and that's what we need. I think he's a prime example of what it means to support, even if he's not doing a gig. He's always going to support and go somewhere and support. So we definitely want to shout him out for that. So tomorrow, man, it's going down. We might have some Fleet DJs from Toledo pull up, like DJ Knots. Might have Sal, Tiffany pull up from Toledo. So we'll have some people pulling up from out of town, making a drive. At least they better. They better. So we got a couple of them pulling up from out of town, man, from Toledo. That's coming by. I know I got a couple of homies that from Chicago that happen to not be that far this weekend that's going to pull up. So we're really, really excited about the support that we're getting from the cafe, for the cafe. And again, just shout out to all the DJs who are spending their time with us to do this. Shout out to the vendors, Bites from Camille and Janice, Queen of Shots LLC, who will be providing food and beverages for you. Shout out to Vanderelli Room, Alicia, for allowing us to hold this down at her art gallery tomorrow. Who else? Yeah, and then just shout out to everybody that's gonna come, man. Already, I want to thank you already for pulling up to this, because again, the money ain't going to me. It ain't going to me. All right, I see you, big dog. No doubt, I respect that. No doubt. We're going back. It's going back to the culture. So I want y'all to come and check this out and see what it is that we're gonna do for that, man. So I'm gonna throw that homie HG Locks on again on Facebook. Y'all heard him play it on the IG, but this is gonna be my last joint. I'm out of here. Make sure you check it out. I'm sorry I was stuttering. I was distracted, but make sure you check out the cafe tomorrow, man. I'm gonna be posting it for the rest of the night and all until tomorrow. I probably ain't gonna get no sleep from now until then, but it's all good, man. HG Locks, I see you. Let's go. The song is called Underlay. We're going to see you tomorrow at the DJ Cafe.
So disrespectful.
You ready? We about to tear this shit down. We did it, baby. Let's go.
I'm so disrespectful. So disrespectful. Hey, yo, my fault, man. Sorry for the wait, man. Triple R. Back on my bully, though, you heard? Gang shit. Yo, so underlay. This ain't no loving me. No. Life of a star. Would I be wrong if I hop out the wave? So fuck who you with. Now everybody go to God and slide right to your side. Bumping Biggie all in the way. Who shot you? Some imposters. Now it's 30 in the 40, bitch. Bitch. Yeah. It's time to fuck with their infirmity. Cause I ain't trying to catch a case. But I can't let these niggas murder me. Nah. And I can't be trusting these bitches either. Got a y'all like to cloud chase. And I ain't with that mixy shit. Niggas that hate, always show love. They come and steal a nigga energy. Betty with me, so it's tending me. I hope you niggas keep that energy. Like I have pound of that top shelf. Best believe I want smoke. And I ain't leaving till it's all gone. I'm burning niggas to approach. Put that ass in your bitch string. Make her do a little coke. Introduce it to your side bitch. Cause what's the mean without the side bitch? A lot of tales without the syndicates. I'm a greedy nigga, need it all. Pussy, money, weed, and revenge. Shit, I'm coming for it all. Fuck the fame with my money, nigga. Fuck the games, brought 100 niggas. Caesar's back. They say I took a loss. I see I need it back. Now I don't know the smoke. Bobby Johnson, hit you niggas with the goose. You niggas ain't real, they wanna see crazy. I don't think you niggas really do. So underlay. This ain't no loving me. Life of a star. Would I be wrong if I hopped out the way? So fuck who you with. Now everybody go to guard and slide right to your side. Bumping Biggie all in the way. Who shot you? Some imposters. Now it's 30 in the 40, bitch. Bitch. Yeah. It's time to fuck with their infirmity. Cause I ain't trying to catch a case. But I can't let these niggas murder me. Nah. And I can't be trusting these bitches either. Got a y'all like the cloud chase. And I ain't with that Mr. Andele. Me and mommy on our way to the road. It's time to celebrate. For these niggas claiming they wanna smoke. I made them elevate. 40 lift that nigga off of the ground. That was a masterpiece. Even for Regis was looking like wow. I got blood stains in my memories cause niggas is scary and catching the pops. Couple of stitches cause niggas is bitches. But fuck it, it's nothing we all knew. When you outnumbered and niggas is winning some days, you gon' take the loss too. Back on my feet, I'm still dragging my knuckles, still bossing this shit like a boss too. We ain't the same, I'm active and always on roll. It's always for late to the yo. Fuck what they saying, it's big G to the O. That's right, I'm back on my bull. You ain't with the plate, but you wanna play. And best believe my niggas eating well. Got my big homie in the cell, it's gonna hurt my heart to my nigga head. Underlay. Bitch ain't no loving me. Life of a star. Would I be wrong if I hopped out the wave? So fuck who you with. Now everybody go to guard and slide right to your side. Bumping Biggie all in the way. Who shot you? Some imposters. Now it's 30 in the 40, bitch. Bitch. Yeah. It's time to fuck with their infirmity. Cause I ain't trying to catch a case. But I can't let these niggas murder me. Nah. And I can't be trusting these bitches either. Got a y'all like the cloud chase. And I ain't with that mixy shit either.